You may not have heard of him unless you're a Falcons fan, but Tyler Allgeier is one of the best young players in football, and it's only the beginning.
Off to Allgeier, around the right side, he's got some room, flag down, Allgeier flying down the sideline, still going, dragging defenders!
Out of good old Fontana, California, Tyler was born in a city about an hour east of LA, in an area that is sometimes referred to as Fontucky, as simply a flyover part of San Bernardino County. Growing up, Tyler was raised by a single mother, Esther, along with a tough environment in Fontana that eventually led him to dominate at Henry J. Kaiser High School. Through the 3 seasons he spent with the Cats, Tyler was the all-time leading rusher with over 5,000 yards and 56 touchdowns. With such a performance in the rearview, you'd think you'd get all sorts of attention from programs all across the country, but only this school's Southern Nazarene, a D2 school in Oklahoma, even offered him a scholarship, which was a half one at that. As Tyler's high school coach would say, "I heard every excuse in the books by coaches. They said Tyler was too stiff or too slow." At Summit High School, where current Lions running back Jamal Williams went back when, was a 5-star recruit in Stephen Carr, who everyone raved about after his 2,100 yards and 31 touchdowns senior season, which just so happened to be at the exact same time as Tyler. Out of high school, everyone thought Carr was going to be a generational player, and so it caused many to overlook Tyler's phenomenal play at Kaiser. By the way, if you're curious about what Stephen did on the next level, well, he rushed for 1,312 touchdowns in 4 seasons at USC, and eventually transferred to Indiana, where he put up 606 touchdowns in his 5th year. And interestingly enough, I can't even find his Wikipedia, so let's just say that he didn't pan out like Tyler. Eventually, BYU decided to take a risk on Tyler, and so they offered him a preferred walk-on spot, which makes sense considering all the Mormon mission stuff that most players go on between high school and college. Nonetheless, Tyler was determined to make the very most of the opportunity, and so he called Coach Cardosi to use the weight room the morning after BYU played in their bowl game. Crazy enough, he and his mom worked out for between 2 to 3 hours, and that level of focus from both Tyler and his mom had him collecting shopping carts at Walmart while his mother took out loans to pay his tuition the summer before his first year at BYU. By this point already, you could tell that Tyler was a different kind of person, not just player. So going into his first year in Provo, he was looking to work his way up to the top once again. In his first year at BYU, Tyler only put up 49 yards on 9 carries, which probably seems a bit underwhelming, but makes more sense when you consider that there were like 7 running backs ahead of him as walk-on. Interestingly enough, considering that BYU already had quite a bit of depth at the running back position, they decided to move Tyler to linebacker, where he played in all 13 games and had 26 tackles, along with a forced fumble and half a sack. And although he mainly played defense that year, Tyler was still able to put up nearly 120 on the ground on only 17 carries. So considering the production, he was eventually moved back to the backfield going into 2020. Not only just that, but Tyler was also put on scholarship, helping alleviate the stress put on his mother for paying for his tuition as a walk-on. Going into that 2020 season, Tyler was able to take the lead at the BYU backfield, and it paid off big time as he put up a wild over 1,100 yards and 13 touchdowns on the ground, along with a ridiculous 7.5 yards per carry. Considering how the past few years had gone, the performance was out of left field to say the least, and yet it didn't gain Tyler any national attention as it mostly went under the radar, mainly because his quarterback in Zach Wilson was getting all the attention in Provo.
Zach, out of the pocket, takes off, and David, he just keeps on going.
Although he was the unsung hero behind the 11-1 season by the Cougars, at the very least, the coaches at BYU noticed, and so he solidified the starting spot going into what was his senior season in 2021. With good old Zachy leaving for the NFL, Tyler was given much more to work with as a senior, and his stats more than proved it as he put up this time over 1,600 yards and 23 touchdowns, and upon that was named a second-team All-American by Sporting News, as he once again went under the radar in most of the college football world. Nonetheless, after 4 years in Provo, although Tyler still had 2 years of eligibility left, he decided to forego it and declare for the NFL draft after what was a pretty dang impressive senior year. Sorry to stop the video, but since you're here, it would be awesome if you could subscribe, like, turn on post notifications, and comment down below how well you think Tyler will do in 2023. But anyways, back to the video. Tyler was selected early in the 5th round at 151st overall to the Atlanta Falcons, as he joined a running back room with guys like Cordell Patterson and Caleb Huntley. Considering the lack of depth at the position, there was quite a bit of opportunity for Tyler to do his thing earlier than in Provo, and he sure did.
Catch made by Allgeier.
First down and more inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown.
Week after week, Tyler was able to put up some pretty solid stats. And although you'd think it would be once he got the starting spot that he would pop off, it really didn't happen until the end of the year. In the last 4 games of the season, Tyler put up over 430 yards and 2 touchdowns, as he finished on a very high note following what was already a great rookie year.
Mariota hands it off to Tyler Allgeier, breaking free across the 40 and still going.
That season, Tyler put up 1,003 touchdowns on an impressive nearly 5 yards per carry, as he was the leading rusher for the Falcons, and upon that, a member of the Pro Football Writers All-Rookie team. He may not have been nominated for the Offensive Rookie of the Year, but Tyler played well enough too, considering that he had a better yards per carry and only 15 yards less than good old Kenneth Walker, who is also a stud.
Gino will turn around. 1-year-old rookie is going for 69 yards.
To be honest, I don't think anyone was talking about anything to do with Atlanta this season, so I'm not surprised that Tyler was overlooked. But considering how well he played, I think he deserves some kudos. Tyler was the first running back since 2016 and the first rookie since 79 to rush for over 1,000. So needless to say, Tyler has more than proven himself as one of the best young running backs in the league. So what's next? Considering that the Falcons as a whole have been a bit rocky ever since they blew that 20-3 lead back in 2017, it's not going to be easy for them to pull off a turnaround nearly as quick as some of the other teams who have started to find their own, like Jacksonville or Cincinnati. But at the very least, Tyler is solid, the offensive line is looking good, and Ritter seems to be a half-decent quarterback. So if they could strengthen their defense, maybe the Falcons could take the division sooner than later.
Plays. Here is Allgeier. Allgeier is finally brought down.
Since Cordell Patterson is 31, Tyler's going to have more and more opportunities to take control of the backfield with time, which let's just say will be much easier to come by than most, considering that he put up over 1,000 as a rookie. You gotta keep in mind that Tyler is in an offense in Atlanta that needs as much help as it can get. So when you add that to the fact that they're not even remotely as pass heavy as they once were, I think Tyler is in a fantastic spot.
To Allgeier around the right side, he's got some room. Flag down. Allgeier flying down the sideline, still going.
Looking back, it's pretty wild to see how far Tyler has come in such a short amount of time, but that's just what happens when you put your head down and work harder than everyone around you. That determination and work ethic is why I think that Tyler will become one of the best running backs in the league before you know it. Because if he can put up 1,000 in only his first season, why not 12 or 1,300 in his second? Hey, maybe he could even make a Pro Bowl next year.
His advice to other walk-ons is never give up on your dream.
Just putting your head down and getting to work.
Honestly, I don't even think the sky's the limit for Tyler's potential in Atlanta. But anyways, what do you guys think? Is Tyler Allgeier one of the best young running backs in football? Or did he just have a fluke season? Comment down below your thoughts. Tyler Allgeier has had quite an uphill journey to the place where he is today, so I doubt that he's looking to slow down anytime soon. And it's why I think that he has what it takes to be a superstar before you know it.
So you can get those matchups. 3rd and 1, Allgeier does it again and breaks through.
Thanks for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, like, turn on post notifications, and comment down below what stuff you want next. But anyways, see you all soon, and God bless.
I'm the biggest bird.